Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to Monkey Shine Lab. The great state of Oregon, where I live, is still much like the rest of the country in the middle of a cold snap. And we got a bunch of snow, which then turned to a little bit of rain so that it got a nice cake of ice over it. And then it all refroze again. And normally this doesn't happen to us in the valley here. So we don't have things like de-icer and stuff like that on our roads. We don't use salt, and we don't use any other things like that because of the majority of the state where we are anyway, in this part of the state, is agricultural in nature. So you can't really use things like that. Also, up in Portland, they don't want the bridges rotting out from all the salt, so they don't use it up there either. Basically, what happens to us here in the Willamette Valley is that everything shuts down. Stores are still open. The majority of services are still available, but getting to them, of course, is the trick. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that, and then we'll come back here, and I've got one more thing to talk about back here at the lab. So anyway, let's go take a look at what happens when it gets just a little bit snowy where I live. It's funny because I'm from the Midwest, and I have driving skills in snow and ice. We have to deal with it all the time, and for like 8 months a year. So I am the only one that is licensed in the house to drive at this time. And I'm going to take you out there, and we wind up over by Wally, and come on along for the ride. It's toy hunting. And I found something cool. Normally I wouldn't do this because it's, not good driver etiquette to use your phone behind the wheel. But this is just to show you that, we don't have any infrastructure for de-icing and stuff like that in this part of the state. This ice road here has been like this for almost a week now, I guess, and we're supposed to get snow today, so I'm on my way out to get some medications that I desperately need, cannot do without, and so I'm using my Midwest driving skills again. How about that shit? Anyway, I'm gonna see what else is up and out there since I have to go, so let's do this. It's really funny. People around here, their brains shut down when it snows like this. And for me, I grew up in the Midwest and, dealt with spurious road condition all the time, and then put potholes and chuckles in it when I was living in the city of Chicago for a while. Far too long. But anyway, it's funny, it is an absolute winter wonderland of no traffic, no nothing. And my doctor's appointment this morning was called off because they couldn't get, the doctor couldn't get to the facility. So she called me on the phone, and we had a visit over the phone. It was funny. Anyway, here I am at my Kaiser Health. And so I gotta figure this shit out. Main entry is up this way. Lower level. I don't know. Main entryway somewhere. Over and out. So I got my medications, which are also important for a person like me who falls apart mentally without them. But since I'm out, I want to go someplace, and see if there's any die-cast happening, because everybody's been staying home. It's a possibility. So we're gonna go by my local Wally. I'm not gonna go anywhere else though. So prepare. All right, here we are. I gotta tell you, I'm usually really proud of my state, but not right now. You're a bunch of morons behind the wheel. You all know that, right? That you're idiots? Obviously, I have to get home and take my medication quickly. But, you know, we're here. I'm here. You're here. I'm wearing shorts because I refuse to be told how to live. Right, Andre? I feel like you're telling me how to live. Anyway, see the snow? It's been here a while. Gonna be here some more. Gonna get more tonight or this afternoon. Anyway, I'm mostly filming this because if I fall and break my ass, it'll be funny as hell. Let's go inside. Right now, I would normally be filming Nazar's favorite camera angle. But you can hear my shoes. So do you really need to see my shoes to know that they're walking on the floor? No, you don't? All right, my shoes have stopped making quite so much sound now. Let's see what's here. A lot of really nice M2, actually. The Schwinn company started where I grew up as a kid. And that's really cool. That is a very sweet set, actually. And then they've got the nice Willis. That's really nice, actually. See, this is what happens. You come out on a day where nobody else is driving. Ooh, speaking of Nas, it's the different version of that Shelby. That's pretty. But yeah, there's like nobody here making noise. It's really nice. Of course, there's not all that much to film, which is also, oh my gosh. Anybody missing the Jeep from that set? And, let's see, there's nothing I'm really looking for. You know who you are. So 70th anniversary, still no moving parts for the country wagon. Man. This is some fairly new stuff. What is that? P? Oh, it's not new at all. That's just where this is where I cut it off in terms of looking at stuff. I'm not looking at, I'm not going to look at too much in the way of main lines anymore. Wow, this is a great set. And the minute I need more ancillary Batman crap, I'll let you know. I mean, can I say any more than that? And of course, I look at the figs. It's the Green Ranger. But is it the Green Ranger? Is it? Zeocog. It's been a little while since I've had any decent stuff to look at in the action figure department. I think the last time I saw something cool was when I saw those figures that Andre was looking for, and he never called me about them in time and didn't get them as a result. And he's still feeling the feelings of being left out. He's still got that FOMO going. because every episode just about, I remind him of what I had to do. I had to walk away from them. I couldn't buy them for him because I didn't have the answer. I should have just bought them. Really, actually, what it says about me is that I'm just a crappy friend and that I'm cheap, which is what Andre will say. He'll definitely agree with me that I'm cheap. I like that. $10? That's cute. Articulated arms and legs. Oh man. I know I'm gonna hate myself, but I'm gonna walk away from those right now. Damn it. I was sure I wasn't gonna see anything out here today that I wanted, and I kind of want that Donkey Kong now. And you want to know something funny? I was never very good at the game. I just, I was never good at the game. I just like the character. So yeah, I'm walking around in my shorts, cargo shorts. Actually, just some cut-off khaki pants. And, so this guy looks at me as I'm walking in and he's like, I mean, I like the shorts, but shouldn't you have flip-flops on? And I told him that, I used to have a tour bus driver. His name was The Dude, believe it or not. And he looked like the dude from Big Lebowski. And the dude wore cargo pants and flip-flops all year long. We would be in Montana in the middle of January, and he would be sporting the fucking shorts and the flip-flops. Man never wore anything else. And Hawaiian shirts all the damn time. Great guy. Fucking surgeon behind the wheel. I saw him maneuver a 50-foot tour bus between two parked cars that didn't have the width of another car between them. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. You know, they say passing a watermelon through the eye of a needle. But this was real. This was crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna turn my phone off until I get to the next stop. There are parts of the world that find themselves kind of controlled by the weather here or there, and in those cases, I always advise that no matter what it is that you collect, whether it's die-cast or if you're a model builder or a comic book collector, it's always important, I think, because of the way our minds are, to sort of have a larder, if you will. Most model makers call it a backlog. And that is to have some nerd stuff that's involved in your hobbies and your interests and stuff like that, that you just sort of stick away for a rainy day. In our case out here, we can pretty much depend lately on at least 1 week a year where it's just going to be rough going to try to get anywhere or do anything. And so, you know, we have survival kits of various description. I also live in an earthquake zone. So, you know, we have bug out supplies and things of that nature. So, having a stash of nerd stuff is a good idea, because you don't have to bug out of your house, but every once in a while you're going to lose your mind if you are snowed in for a week, which we literally have been. It doesn't take much. A little bit of snow and ice around here because of the hill nature of our roadways and stuff. It shuts things down. So having things like that, having a book to read, a game you haven't played together, a board game. My wife and I are going to probably sit down and play a little Battleship tonight. After seeing the recent live Squid Games thing where they're actually doing the contests, the real life Battleship made me think, you know what, it's been forever. And so I was walking through a store prior to Christmas, and I bought my wife and myself, of course, a Battleship setup. So we're gonna play that. But last night I was going through some stuff that in my comic book boxes that I didn't remember picking up, quite honestly. And I see too, by the nature of the boards and the bags, that I have not opened these. I haven't read them, and they need to be rebagged and reboarded, and I'll also get to see them outside of the bag for the first time. Just go out and grab yourself a few movies on DVD, or hopefully, if you haven't lost power like most of Eugene has for most of the week. I have friends down in Eugene, which is only an hour or so away from us south here, that because of the ice, they have lost a ton of power. I think there's some 90,000 people or something like that haven't had any power for the last week. It's important to keep supplies around, for your health and for your heat and for your home, but also it's good to keep things around for your head. Whether that's medications like I need, or just having, an action figure maybe that you haven't opened up yet, a transformer that you haven't transformed, a Lego kit. Just grab one and stash it. Forget that you have it until there's that day that you can't get out of your house. And then you'll have it. And I do. Anyway, that's all we've really got for you here. I don't want to beleaguer the point. I already have. But if you do enjoy what we do around here, please leave us a comment. Please talk to us. That's an honest request. And it doesn't matter if you don't speak English. Leave a message and I'll use a translator on it. We live in an age full of wonders. Anyway, thank you very much for coming out to Monkey Shine Lab, everybody. And we know there's a lot of other people making content like we do, so we appreciate your time when you come out and spend a little bit of it with us. And I don't know. Please hit like and share and subscribe on all the creators whom you enjoy here on YouTube. I'm not asking for myself. I'm asking for everybody on the platform whose content you enjoy. Definitely subscribe to them. Contact them. Let them know how they're doing. Let them know how you're doing. Let them know how the person next to you is doing. We'll both spy on them together. All right, folks, I'm going to go back to sitting with my wife on the couch, wondering when we will be allowed to leave again. Luckily, she loves me. I love her. Share the love, everybody. Yeah, just leave it there. What? What? That's it. It's over. Go. What, do you think I have a life? No, I'm just going to wait here until I make the next episode. Could be minutes, could be hours. What? You fascinate me. Saw you blink. I win.